And we'll see how this goes. Oh, we can hear your traffic. How big a turkey did you have to get?
I got £10.
Okay.
That's gonna be like 3 meals.
Is it just going to be your immediate family?
Oh, just the two of us. It's the way I like it, to be honest.
A little more relaxing that way.
Yeah, exactly. Christmas is going to be with the other, more the traditional family and.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have a 19-pound turkey.
Whoa.
We have 10 people and I want to have leftovers.
Have you hosted before?
My uncle usually does it, but his wife wanted to spend the holiday with her family instead of cooking, so I had told them last year that anytime they wanted to break that I had the space for it.
And now you're being punished.
It's the worst thing in the world.
I find it quite fun. But I don't have to cook for so many people, to be fair, so it's also less stressful.
I don't know why I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything? Hello?
Oh.
So can you hear us?
Hang on.
Food!
We have food.
You guys can still hear me though, right?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, boo.
Alright, cool. So I have
These are paper plates.
plugged into the stream to hear it, but I have to talk through my mic on Discord, if that makes sense.
You pointed.
Okay, in the drawer that it's always in. Second drawer right there.
Always.
You just had them out the other day. Alright.
Ooh, savage.
You might be a little bit behind us.
Just have her mute.
She can't hear us through Discord for some reason. I don't think Discord is better.
I am.
Switch back to Skype. I had Skype figured out. It's not as pretty, but it works.
Alright, fine. Oh, fine. 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 Fine.
Give us a lot more than 12.
Okay, so we left off there.
Yeah, it's dead.
Who wants pizza?
Yes, I don't think that you guys...
We were searching it.
Yeah, I don't think that you guys had finished going through everything, did you?
I don't know.
Finished.
I'll grab it for you.
Yes,
You want some nuts?
sure.
Sean, JP, pizza?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what you said, JP?
Oh gosh, I can smell the buffalo already. That's gonna
Yeah,
be.
it's like drenched, so
Whew.
let's see how those. Five.
And I'm sorry. Did you have my the big?
I have a. You could go through that box if you
Mhm.
want to find something. I don't remember what you used.
It was something appropriate.
Some more on the other side too.
Big ones. The big ones.
You may have to flip it over to find what you're looking for.
How this works.
Mhm.
Both side.
No, next slide.
Right here? Yeah.
I remember when these used to be made out of, it was leather, I think it was.
Remember what it looked like?
It looked kind of like him.
It might.
Well, he's dead, right? So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is it the
Sure,
one that's
I'll-
downstairs?
That is him for now.
It might be in my box somewhere.
Which one was? I believe this was one.
So which one was you?
I got a new one. This is
Okay.
this is mine. It'll be this one. So this is up for grabs. I think this was Seamus.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you
I
hear
think
us?
this was-
Why can't I hear you?
Ben Roy. I hear you. Do you
Okay.
hear me?
Hang on.
You can take this one then.
Nice. Good.
That's fine. Yeah, I like that one.
Can you hear me now?
So I'm gonna put myself right here. I'm way too big, but once I hit level 3, the size would be appropriate.
This is very weird.
What?
Very weird. I don't know why I can't hear you.
That's why we can't listen to stuff.
Will you become large at level 3?
Yeah, well, essentially, when I transform, I can use a spell slot to enlarge. So
Yeah.
which is nice.
I actually wanted, she never got it to me, but I wanted to see what homebrew you're using specifically.
It's Dawnforge.
Dawnforge.
Yeah, they did. They've done a few. They did. I think they did Gunslinger as well.
I just wanted to figure out how you're doing all various stuff.
The PDF is in the Dropbox. I don't know if you have access to that. I'm pretty sure it's in the Dropbox.
DONFORGE.
Yeah, Dawnforge.
Can you hear it now?
Alchemist.
Wait. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you the whole time. Can you hear me?
Wow. Yes, I can.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Alright,
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I did.
let's play some Tetris. What are we playing? Oh, hi, Shelly.
Fuck all of you, I swear to God.
You know, she can't see you through the screen.
What?
There's no
Shelly.
Here.
Yeah, what? I can see you on the fucking stream. What?
She said she can't see you.
But it's over there.
Is there like a second time? Yeah, fuck, whatever. What? Hi, Matt. Ooh. Why did you have to sit me next to him?
What?
Because that's
That's
where
traditional,
the-
isn't it?
yeah, that's how it always goes.
Damn.
Seamus and Marrow are best friends.
We are best friends, except, you know, Alistair wants it on the love and he can't have it. Sorry.
Well, right now I'm Marrow, so we're best friends.
Okay, cool. I also don't know how the fuck to play my class anymore.
I would like a quick point of order. How long was that fight relatively? Because my transformation lasts for an hour, so I want to know how long I'm stuck like this.
I would say you're right about to fade
Okay.
back to normal.
Alright. Good to know.
Because that fight took a while.
Good, because that's creeping me out. No two ways about it.
Just because I don't remember off the top of my head Do you guys have any of the loot from this area?
We looted the skeletons. I don't think we looted.
We were looting, but
Right.
And that's where we stopped.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm pretty sure. That's it.
I don't remember anything, at least.
No. If it was good for me, I would have
I
written it
definitely would have written that down.
Yeah. So things that you could pick up from this area would really be
Bones.
bones.
I acquired some bones.
I will not.
If you
did.
wanted
I already
to
have those.
pick some of the jewelry off said bones, there would be a few pieces
Yeah,
of jewelry.
I'll do it. Let's do it. I want it. Shiny. Let's do it.
Well, I'm
You
not in
pick
the
up-
state of mind to be, grave digging. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, grave robbing.
A little bit. It's a little bit of grave robbing.
Yeah, this I do not approve.
That's fine. Get over it.
I think I'm still just punching the remains of the golem, just like into the earth. Probably.
Pummeling it into dust.
While I'm still marrow.
I like this dude.
So you'd get 2 rings and a necklace.
Wait, in general, or like, for me being the only degenerate asshole to go.
That's
grave
if you
digging?
want to pick things off of dead bodies. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it's just bits of stone, tombstones, and just rocks and whatever was brought together to create the form of the golem that Marrow is crushing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's been a few months. What's his name? Ben?
Ben Roy, right?
Benroy.
Benroy.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tino's gonna go up and be. He's gonna say, "Is that the last of them?"
There's no way to know for certain. We'll have to stick out the rest of the night, but morning isn't far away. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do in this area? Let's be back here for a month. Okay. Then I would say the rest of the night passes
Oh, good. So I'm back to
uneventful. Yes, you can go back to normal now. And you can see the sun starting to rise. You're all probably pretty tired. I don't remember where you guys all left off. I don't think we did
Am I
feeling.
delivering papers?
So worried about your paperwork?
Okay, so we went to headquarters.
You can go back to headquarters,
And
correct?
just a long rest. I'm assuming.
If that's what you want to do now, it's
No
Seamus.
one was particularly hurt, though, right? If I remember.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think
I
anybody
was okay,
was out.
actually. If we're taking a long rest, I would like to use Swift Alchemy to create a vial of acid.
Well, that was quick.
Okay.
I can do it once per long rest. I have to roll for it, but the DCs are in the book that you have to buy for Dawnforge, so I'm just going to leave it up to you. So I'm going to roll. I rolled a 3.
I'm going to say no.
So that's plus about 8 total. Probably not enough. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So I was unsuccessful.
But you're learning,
I'm
so
still getting there. I'm used to
process.
making acid.
I'll give you a cure light then before we
I
sleep.
fully healed.
Yeah, if we're doing long rests, then we don't need it.
Yeah, I'm going to get it beforehand, right?
Oh, okay. Nice.
Did Seamus
there.
want to forego the long rest and go deliver papers so that he can make some money?
Maybe.
He's allowed.
He's a good boy who works hard, man.
You just stole dead people's jewelry.
Okay.
Shut up. Shut up.
So you're still out. Well, I guess you could be returning. Yeah. So when Seamus returns, is probably about the time that you guys would be rested if you wanted to get up. Go downstairs. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do? I know it's still really early. It's
Breakfast.
First thing I do is I get food immediately.
food is good. So if you all wanted to go downstairs, oh my god, what's her name?
Minerva?
Yes, Minerva. There we go. It's been way too long.
No, curse.
Minerva is sitting at the table. She's finished eating a while ago, but she's still sipping at a cup of tea. Did you lose it?
Yeah, that's the curse. It happens at least twice every session.
Yeah.
Benroy has put out a spread for you that is still hot. You can see the steam rising off of even the toast fresh out of the oven. Did it go underneath the... It's underneath.
Oh, Remus! Oh!
Oh, did you see him?
Sorry, can you move your foot? This is the hardest one yet.
Well, yeah. All right, I'll eat breakfast.
Okay.
I want breakfast.
I'm probably still a little bit rattled from my sudden transformation, so I'm just gonna have a very light breakfast. Probably be just like some toast and some tea.
You can borrow another one if you want to. I can look for it later.
No, I'm very,
Very particular.
very particular, yes.
No, the answer is no. Just say no.
No, what?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm just saying no to say no.
It's probably
Found it.
Found it.
Where is it?
Oh, look.
Right under the chair.
Right.
Keep it in the tray.
Breakfast.
Yeah. I think so.
John Minerva looks around the table.
Just prop it back up.
Yeah, just stand it back up. That way. No more.
One more.
Keep going that way. A little more. Perfect. Okay. So Minerva sips her tea and puts the cup down on top of the day's newspaper. Well, I see you all return. That's good news. It's a good start. Were you successful in keeping everything quiet last night?
More or less.
I remember a lot of things, but I don't remember it being quiet.
Yeah.
We did it.
Let's just say that we were effective.
We did it.
Effective. Were you seen?
There's some people loitering around, but I think we got rid of most of the peering eyes.
Somebody bought them off.
That was me. I spent way too much money doing that.
What if that was asshole?
Well, I guess that's all I can really ask for, is that word isn't spreading about what we're doing and nothing too terrible happened. Benroy doesn't talk too much about battles he's in, so anything that happens, you guys are going to have to be the ones to tell me. So, did you have any plans for today?
I was hoping that you had some.
Well, there isn't too much going on here. You've all been doing so well with all of your training and your studies. You might deserve a little bit of a break. Maybe you'd want to go to the Crystal Palace before everything's over, or go into town and see if we have a public hanging or anything entertaining like that.
You have a twisted sense of entertainment.
Well, that's what passes for entertainment these days. Luckily, it's on its way out, but it's still here for now.
Now, Minerva, regarding last night, and while I did have a breakthrough in my research, and I thank you for that,
It got really weird, Minerva. That's all
I'm
you should know before you
still
keep talking.
lacking any particular sense of compensation. Unless we're anticipated to rifle through the jewels of dead corpses every time we kill something.
Well, that's entirely up to you. I can't tell you that you can't do such things.
You should. They'll do a grave robbing.
I was under
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was under the impression you had sort of
little
info.
thing is. I thought you didn't even wash the grave mud underneath your nails. Come on.
Well, you should
I'm
definitely
sorry,
wash
but-
your hands before breakfast.
Who knocked it out? Who ended the fight? That's right. I'm sorry. I'm not.
It doesn't mean you have to smell of it for the rest of your day, Seamus.
Tito's just
You know what? I really want you to change into your dude man that you should.
I'm actually looking forward to my next time I get a chance to, so. Well, about that, Minerva, yeah, I have a shop, but if I'm not there to man the shop, then I don't get income, so. This endeavor has to be another reliable source, if you catch my meaning.
Well, you've got free lodging, free food. There may be opportunities to make some money doing what we do. In general, most of your basic needs are met, but if you wanted to have luxury items, our accountant doesn't help us out too much with that.
You have an accountant.
We do.
And are they aware of the goings-on in this estate?
Yes. They're not all that interested in the details. They just want to know that if we make withdrawals, it's for legitimate purposes.
The whole experience is a luxury enough for me. Unfortunately, I find myself getting a bit bored.
Well, it may be time to go out and have a little fun. Like I said, I'd recommend the Crystal Palace. There's only about a month left before all of the entertainment leaves, if you haven't seen it so far.
Side note, did we know about the Crystal Palace?
No, it's a historical thing
Okay.
that actually
It would
existed.
be well advertised.
Yes.
Gotcha. I wanted to make sure.
The king and queen built this gigantic like it's a glass building, like there's never been anything like it before, and it is full of merchants and things, and
That World's Fair, basically.
it was like the first World's Fair.
I just didn't know if our characters knew about it. So-
They do, yes.
Right.
Seamus doesn't, because Seamus can't read.
Oh, you poor thing. Something just popped up. I don't know what that is. Well, maybe Benroy can take you. If you ask him nicely, he might be interested in...
Do you remember what happened last time I asked Benroy for something?
Okay, well then you may not want to be the spokesperson for this group when it comes to Benroy.
Damn it!
I'll ask him. Hey, Fluffy, you want to go see some... Want to go see some shops?
Sadly, I have other plans today,
Good.
but I can send you in the right direction. As soon as you're done eating, I'll clean everything up and be heading out if you care to join.
Oh, very decent of you. Good man. Take my time. My hands are a little shaky, but I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to go to the Crystal Palace, then I'm just going to make my way there. I'm not going to wait for some half-cat demon type thing to escort me.
A lot of people
I don't like that
sentence if I ever heard it.
I like the idea of a manservant, so I'll wait.
Okay.
Do I know where it is? Because I know the city very well. Like if I'm told the direction.
Yes, you would be able to see it from a ways away.
Okay, cool.
I just realized that I have all your names screwed up on here.
You did,
Yeah,
you did on our last game, too.
I know. I just fixed it. It Shelly's a blur right now, but maybe we'll fix that later.
I'm a
So, while everyone else is finishing up and waiting for Benroy, you're going to head out.
Yeah,
On your own?
like them.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Are you going to go with Eric, or are you going to wait? Seamus?
I'm gonna go because I have city secrets, so I can get there twice as fast and all that shit and alleyways and whatever.
Okay. So you're going to go independently on your own as well, instead of...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meet you there.
Yeah, I can catch up. That's nice. Keep on, old man. Burn.
Eric, while you are walking down the street, You pass by several nice houses. I gotta label this better. And it doesn't take long before you spot a familiar face coming out of one of the carriages.
How familiar?
Pretty familiar. It is a lieutenant from your...
I'm going to run on my collar a little bit, okay, and
Stealth check.
So you would recognize James Thomas Brunnow, the Earl of Cardigan.
I'm with you.
This sounds like an awkward meeting.
So you want to try it?
Has he seen me? I'm going to try. I see him and I feel. I'm feeling a bit awkward about this. And I'd rather avoid it if I can.
Stealthy.
Go ahead and try to do a stealth check.
That's going to be dexterity, right?
Unless you have proficiency.
I do not.
Range skill now.
Not for this. Obviously, regular series, really. But 14 plus
Okay.
2. 16.
Okay. It slows you down a little bit in your pacing. You cross the street to avoid getting too close.
Yeah, I'm looking down. I'm sort of looking down the way. All right. So.
You do get by without being noticed, but you do pick up on some of his conversation.
Okay.
He's giving his driver a hard time, and you do hear somebody on the street heckling him a little bit. And
a good call.
Oh, I would too. I do not like this guy, but I rather he can see.
Okay. So you might enjoy some of the heckling going on, but not interested in joining in today.
Can I get then just like a mental idea where he got the sort of look where he was going to? You said he was going out of a carriage or out of a house?
He was getting out of the carriage going into a home. Just probably 5 or 6 spaces down from where you're staying.
Okay, I will make a mental note then of...
Okay.
Do I know this? Do I know the home, who it belongs to, or not?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna want to find out though.
You might.
I'm going to. I'm telling
Okay.
you. I've got a nice trip to the Crystal Palace to go to first.
So we're gonna switch over to Seamus real quick.
What's up?
And you want to find stealthier ways of getting there, or?
I know that. I have that as a passive.
Okay.
That's city secrets, whatever. So I get there twice as fast as normal because I have back alleyways, whatever, secret to the city, and I learned that after I spent 24 hours in that city, or wherever I go.
Seamus the rat.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm gonna have you do a stealth check too.
Do you know why they call me Seamus the rat?
Stealth check.
What? Stealth check. Alright. I have proficiency in it. I'm not even sorry about it. That is a 17.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but less time than it would have if you took the traditional roads to the palace. It's busy there. You're not there too long before you run into Eric. You might be a little disappointed about how little time it took him to catch up to you. But,
Wow. Wow, what a poncy religious man this guy is.
You don't have a bicycle for your paper route?
You're not there.
Off with my paper route, man, just because I'm a respectable citizen.
I'm a business owner.
A business owner of some fucked up menagerie.
Okay. We can go back to Alistair and Tito, who are waiting for Benroy. So you guys, collect your things, get ready to go.
I'm gonna have Benroy carry my things.
He leaves your things. He's dressed nicely for going out. He's got a little
straight up almost died.
He's got like a little ribbon type thing, not quite a bow tie, a more relaxed tied ribbon, and a nice clean jacket. And he shows you two out the door.
Tito's dressed his definition of clean, which is painfully average.
Okay. So he starts to take you guys down a couple of streets, going pretty much the same way that Eric did. And maybe 2 blocks away, he tells you can go down that way. You're going to see it. You know where it is. I'll see you this evening for dinner. And he moves very quietly and swiftly in not the opposite direction, but he takes a turn down a side road that's long and darker with taller buildings on either side.
I'm going to turn to Tito when he leaves and I go, it's not a talkative sort, is he? I mean, you're a weirdo, but at least you talk.
Tito's...
I don't even know what to say to that.
Some probably happened to him. I know a lot of guys like that.
So you guys aren't trying to be stealthy or anything.
I don't have a reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a reason.
I don't either.
So we'll say that you get there in an average amount of time. Seamus and Eric, are you guys going to wait for them, or are you going to head in and start looking around?
I'm headed straight in.
I'm going to go in.
Okay.
Well, it depends what Seamus is doing, because I don't trust him.
Oh, why? Are you going to watch me?
Yeah.
I should try to pickpocket you, but that's fine.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to save you from yourself, alright?
You're going to try to save me from being a hard-working young boy?
Treat is a bit sweet, right?
Weep.
Hey. Can I roll perception for anything in regarding the club that we're attending or whatever?
Like what things look like around you, or?
I've never been here, so I'm assuming it's fancy, right?
Right. Yes, it would be a little bit on the formal side.
So I'm super out of place.
Not necessarily, because
I'm a street urchin. Are you serious right now?
Well, the building is very elaborate. It's a lot of beautiful ironwork, and all of the walls, the ceiling, everything is glass. It's sort of like think of a giant greenhouse type thing.
So can I just scan perception for like weird, shady people, friends of mine, perhaps, things like that, because they're all shady folks.
Sure. Why don't you do?
Or insight perception?
Yep.
Tito's going to ask your characters. What's it? Some kind of place for rich people to show off?
It was.
21.
If we play our cards right, we might be able to line our pockets a little bit while we're here.
Tito's gonna sniff some of your potions.
How about it? Any thoughts?
He's not done sniffing.
What do they smell like?
I'm trying to think if he would even smell them at all, because my potions, at least the ones that I create for myself, don't have no effect on anybody but myself, because they're like infused
So do
with
they
my
just
own
smell
essence.
like you?
Yeah, they kind of just
Okay.
smell like me.
Weird.
Unless it's like the things, the other potions that I can like actually handle.
It's essence of Alistair.
Yeah.
Essence.
essence of Alice.
It's like they have distinct smells and tastes to me, but I
Okay.
don't know if they would. I don't know how that works.
They probably haven't.
Tweet their rose.
Probably.
There's a lot of like dead skin flakes, maybe some hair, and these things.
I'm sure somebody might like that.
So, Seamus, you see people that you recognize from the street. You deliver a lot of papers. You see a lot of people. So you do recognize some faces.
Do I recognize anybody there?
I'm recognizing people, sir.
You can roll a perception. Seamus does see...
I don't recognize anybody. Okay.
People, what are the faces?
Yeah, exactly.
So Seamus does notice some of his less savory friends. Nobody that you're particularly close to.
Did I beat them in a fight?
Maybe. They're a little older than you.
Yeah. Oh, alright. They'll probably beat me in a fight.
They might. It depends on if you catch them off guard or why they're fighting.
No, because I fight on the sides. I'm saying, do I know them from like the rings, the sides? Oh, okay.
You don't know them from the ring. You know them from the street.
Oh, okay.
And they're hanging around some of the shops that are selling some of the foreign goods from China and India, which kind of litter this space. You get a lot of fragrances of perfumes and spices that you wouldn't find on the London streets. You're seeing lots of colored silks and detailed embroideries and different books and all kinds of different tables and little...
Well, we know what one of those things doesn't work for me.
Not big on the books. They might have pictures in them. You don't know. So you guys would be getting there about now. So you can go and look for the other two. You guys can do your own thing.
I'm going to go in just like very confidently and act like I've been here 1,000 times and that I know everybody. And I'm just going to start like chatting people up as I walk past. Oh, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How's the family? Oh, your wife feeling better? Oh, good. Nice to see you. I'm going to try to like shake people's hands and...
Tina's just going to go in.
Okay.
That's how wise.
People are giving you some strange
Does anybody shake
looks.
my hand?
Yes, but they don't know.
Try to pickpocket their wallet. Sleight of hand check.
You can do a sleight of hand check.
Why not? Oh, that's not good. That's 6.
Okay.
Should have used the thing.
Do I see him trying to pickpocket this guy?
Perception, just to see if you guys are in the same area. You would definitely see what's going on
You have
because
to
you're
roll
right there.
perception against my 6.
The fuck is it? 16?
Okay. Yes, you would see this.
Do I see him failing?
It's not just something anyone can do.
We don't know that I failed yet.
I'm pretty sure I would know that you failed being a person of the street that does this on a regular basis.
So you go to shake their hand and you go to put your other hand as if you're going to put it on top, but you're actually kind of higher up towards their wrist, and the latch is not coming undone. And you're just holding this.
Just admiring your piece. That's lovely. And then we'd let go and move on.
Tina says it's not something you can just do. It's an art.
Can I pickpocket the same
1 out of 8
person Alistair's trying to pickpocket?
Like, what are you going after? Because he's shaking his hand and has his hand...
Pockets. Physical pockets.
So you're going to go after, like, his back pockets?
Yeah.
Okay,
See, I'm caught under distraction.
do a sleight of hand.
That would be a 24.
Okay. Yeah. You do successfully get the wallet out of their back pocket.
Fuck yes, what's in the wallet?
Here, where are you? We need some guidance.
Tina wants to see what the rich people are doing.
Wait, what's in the wallet, man?
The wallet has, let's say,
Can roll.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that.
Give me the gold.
3 silver pieces.
Dope.
Identification, a photograph of a family, husband, wife, 3 kids.
Oh.
One of them looks like they might be a little bit sick.
I'm gonna try to like gesture to Seamus to take the money out, but leave the wallet. Can I like try to?
No, I'm just gonna stuff that at you and be like, "That's how it's done," and walk away.
Okay, then I'm gonna grab Seamus as he's leaving, and I'm gonna grab him by the wrist and be like, "Excuse me, young man.
Did he see
You
me?
just tried to pilfer this man's wallet," and I'm gonna.
Did he see me steal it?
No, but I probably did because you were right above.
That's what I'm asking. Did you see me steal it?
Looking right at you.
So what? He's trying to steal his watch.
Do a perception.
Tito's face palming.
Oh my god, that sucked.
Are you trying to hide it from him?
Yeah, if you're gloating about it, then you're not really hiding it from me.
No, I could just bump in and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
I think I would
Were you trying to be stealthy, or did you want him to know that you were trying to?
No, I was just being stealthy. Leave me alone. I just want.
Okay, then you have to roll against his roll.
Oh, I'm rolling against his 6?
Yeah.
That would be 12.
Okay, so you don't notice.
Okay, fine.
There was something I was going to answer. Oh, you were going to look.
I wanted to see whatever the rich people are doing.
Okay.
Well, Tito.
So Tito looks around. Probably have to wander in a little bit deeper.
He doesn't care.
So there's going to be lots of florals, lots of, like, it's like a botanical garden on the inside as well. So you're going to see a lot of the wealthier people trying to be seen, wearing their really nice clothing, just meandering through the garden areas. You'll see some at the perfumeries, sampling the exotic scents and just being enraptured by the charismatic salespeople. There's a few maybe husbands around that aren't that entertained, that aren't enjoying being with their wives, or some of their wives are a little angry that they're not getting the things that they want. Typical mall type stuff. Is there anybody that, or anything in particular?
Are there any consistencies to which the flowers are arranged?
There's pathways. It's not like a labyrinth or anything like that. It's just meant.
Do I know that for sure?
If you went up on the roof and you looked straight down at it, you'd know for sure. But just looking at it in general, it doesn't really seem like there's an elaborate design, just pathways.
I'm gonna go sulk in the corner at a border.
Can I signal to a lady that's like at a perfumery?
Yes.
I just want to say, excuse me, madam, if you're interested in exotic scents, might interest you in one of my own. I am Dr. Alistair Grimm, owner and proprietor of the Drippy Vial.
Are you talking to a patron?
Yes.
Okay. The salesperson comes over and says, "Excuse me, this is my shop. So we can't have competing salespeople in the same area. There's permits and things involved."
This is the Crystal Palace, madam. All manner of trades are welcome here.
With
That was very ostentatious of you to say that like that.
She doesn't know I don't have a permit.
You're selling in her space, she does. Well, she knows you're not supposed to be there. You are free to sell in your own space,
Well, then
but not in
perhaps you
mine.
prefer to buy from me so that I don't steal your patronage.
I'm gonna take a look at whoever he's arguing with. What does she look like?
Are you a smeller?
Maybe.
She's got slightly darker skin. She still has an English accent, but she looks like she could be from India. Is there anything in particular you're looking to learn about her?
Just anything that would set her apart.
Not in
So
particular.
I'll just like observe this conversation in my corner.
Okay. So
Also, I'm sorry, but it sounds like something's draining.
it's a fish tank.
Okay.
Sorry, we didn't have that here last time. No, it's newer.
It's your doom.
So while you're having this disagreement with the salesperson, you hear shouting coming from the other end of the palace.
Kerfuffle.
I'm interested in this.
If you look down in that direction, you hear people shouting about a dog, and you do hear noises. Do you want to do a perception check?
Do I hear it?
No,
Yeah.
if I hear anything, I'm
Can
just
I
gonna
just,
say,
go over there?
yeah. I don't even, yeah. I just want to. I'm gonna say, excuse me, madam, and we'll just walk away. And,
Already
Like
there.
last night, you know.
I'm on edge a little bit.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. So,
Okay.
Yeah, probably want to know.
I'm already there.
Just pop up, famous.
Already there.
So
You
you
don't
head
know me.
over to where the disruption is taking place, and people are starting to either scatter from the area or gather just like you to find out what's going on. And you do see a creature, and while everyone's saying that it's that it's a dog, that a dog has gotten into the Crystal Palace, and you hear barking, a dog is not exactly what you see.
Oh. Oh no.
My mind's eye.
Oh no.
Yes. So the creature that you see actually has very long ears, but they go up and back. It is the size of a dog, and it does have fur. I need to go grab a book. I will be back in 2 seconds. I am sorry, this is going to drag it out a little bit.
Jen, get it together.
One of the guides there at the bottom of the stairs, right to on the right.
So, this thing is like downstairs or something?
Right.
This quote unquote dog.
It's in the palace.
I didn't get
Yeah, but like, where are we in relation to it?
probably just on one side of it, and it's just happening somewhere on another side. I'm guessing.
But I have no armor and no weapon.
Ah, see? Okay.
Well, I was going to go for a nice day out.
That's what you get.
That's for war.
What you get. I'm always ready, 24/7. Got my fists with me.
Just a dog, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
It's okay, I hate myself just as much, it's fine. Oh god.
How's DC, by the way?
I'm living, and I haven't burnt things down yet, and my plants aren't dead, so that's always good, right?
That's a good start,
That's a
yeah.
good-
Right? It's a good start. So, no, it's good. It's just, it's different. It's very different.
Yeah, I'll take time.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Okay.
So, like, where are we in relation to this thing?
I'd say there are people between you and it. I'd say it's probably like 3 or 4 yards away.
So, in feet. How many feet?
6 to 12 feet.
Yeah.
To buy a
So,
particular
12
pavilion.
12 feet away from whatever this thing is?
Yes.
Then what's it doing?
It's causing a bit of a disruption. It's kind of running through the area, getting tangled up in some of the silks and things that are for sale. And as you watch it and watch people try to corner it,
Wait, how big is it?
Size of the dog.
Can I grapple it?
Wait, it just disappears?
It
straight up?
disappears. Yeah.
Like, what do I see as it's
never mind.
disappearing?
It heads towards a table, and just before it goes to like slide underneath, it just sort of poofs.
That's not normal.
So that exact table where it just poofed, I'm gonna poke my head in there.
Okay. You look underneath and it's pretty empty. Maybe a storage box, but there's nothing there.
I'm sniffing.
Okay. What do we do for your smell checks?
Perception.
Perception? I think so. Yeah.
Perception also doubles the smell. Smell check.
Yeah, 3.
You don't smell anything
Right.
at a 3. Behind you, you start to hear more noises. People talking about a dog again. I assume you guys want to investigate that.
Same dog,
I
different
would
dog?
definitely like to investigate.
Yeah, I'm curious what's going on here.
16.
You spin around, and you do get sight of those long ears, and a paw or two.
What's it like doing?
It's
Just
giving.
causing a ruckus?
It is causing a ruckus. People do keep walking towards it, and it runs in the other direction, so it definitely doesn't seem to want to be caught.
It's not hurting anybody.
It
Tito's
is.
just gonna watch it very closely to see what it's trying to do.
I want
I'm
to
gonna try and
grab it.
I'm gonna try and like jump over the crowd and yell to Tito. Tito, same dog or different dog?
None.
Okay.
So you do watching it. It does try to go after basically the walls, which are glass windows. And
Like
anytime,
scratching up against it? Or?
yeah, or sliding into it when the ground
Trying
is
to
too
get out.
slippery.
Pull mutt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want
As-
to get close enough to do an animal handling check, but I don't know how close I'd have to get. Or if I can even get that close.
Even if it's an
give
animal.
it a potion? Your essence?
I want to. Can I approach it? Is it like cornered, or is it so way faster than me?
Let's say it's actually headed in your direction.
Okay.
Because people were trying to
I pull out
corral it a little bit.
one of the reanimated skeleton bones that I took from the graveyard,
Okay.
and I'm
Nice.
gonna
God, or
gently
different
wave it,
thing.
and I'm gonna say, "Who's an ugly dog?" Okay, boy. You want out? I'll show you out. Follow me. Follow me.
So soothing voice
Yes.
for that? Okay, do your animal handling check.
I'm terrible all day. Hey, that's something, but probably not. 13.
It doesn't seem to notice you. It just
Ah,
goes right past you, and you
I even had the bone now.
spin around to see it, and it's just gone.
Alright, I just put my bone away.
Yeah, you
Okay.
It's not suitable. Well, at least I've learned that it can poof.
Can I tackle the dog?
You hear rustling in the garden area.
Maybe we should split up since it's poofing around everywhere.
Or it's
Tito heads
Tito?
straight into the garden.
Okay.
I'm gonna go somewhere else, somewhere it's not. Try to anticipate where it's gonna pop up.
Okay. How do you want to go about doing that?
Well, if I'm hearing stuff in the garden, I want to go like in another quadrant, something nearby, but not the garden.
Okay.
Well, if he's going left, I'll go right.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'll go
I'll
left.
try and spread out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the Crystal Palace, it's kind of got like a large square in the center, and then it gets like smaller and smaller squares, so it's kind of a lengthwise. Did you ever see pictures of it or anything?
I've been there.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Wow.
You deserve that one. Is that kind of? Am I shaping it correctly?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay. I've only been in the one at
It was
this.
pretty shaky, but I like that.
It's older. Okay, so if you guys are towards the center right now, the garden's towards the center. Tito's heading into the garden. You're going to the right. And you're going to the left.
Yeah,
sure.
well, whatever, yeah.
As long as you're splitting up. I'm
Okay, Seamus, where's Seamus going?
Right down the middle.
Okay, so you're going into the garden too.
Fuck yes.
Okay. Tito and Seamus, can I have you guys roll?
Initiative.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna say perception again.
15.
20. Unnatural.
Tito starts looking towards the right, and Seamus starts going towards the left. And Seamus actually sees a little bit of the tail whip behind one of the plants.
Can I tackle it? I want to tackle it. Let me tackle it. Please, please, please.
Okay, I'm going to say, is that an attack?
Athletics.
Yeah, I guess athletics makes sense.
Athletics?
Yeah, do athletics at disadvantage because there's a plant between the two of you.
Fuck the plant.
Tackle the plant.
Who's your tackling a dog? I mean, that's tricky.
Yeah.
You see, nobody can get it.
Well, okay, no.
This is not Arena's dog.
Yeah, no, we rolled a 7. That ain't happening.
No.
But you have to still roll athletics against them.
I did.
No.
And that's definitely a no. I'm actually rolling well for like the first time ever. Okay. So you land on the plant pretty hard. You definitely hear crunch, but there's no dog underneath you or in your hands.
Damn it.
I'm waiting for something to pop up.
Do you want to change direction? Do you want to do anything? You want to observe?
Just gonna follow it. Whatever it is.
So it is going to towards the left. The last time you saw it, I think I'm going to change up how we're doing this a little bit and do an initiative roll for everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Natural 1.
I'm so proud of you.
14.
I rolled a... What is it? Plus Dex, right? No? Or is it not plus anything?
Dex.
I rolled a 9.
And you said a 1?
3 plus
3.
Dex, so 3.
I wish I hadn't had more time today to get into the D&D mindset so I could do this all faster. I'm sorry, guys.
You're forgiven, but we still judge you.
All right, 18 was Eric?
14.
Okay. But, yeah. Okay. So, Tito, you actually see the direction that it was headed, and you have the first move. Did you want to do anything?
Does it see me?
No.
Yeah, I'll just dash after him.
Okay. I will say that you caught up to it. Did you want...
Does it see me?
You're chasing after it now, so...
I want to know if it sees me.
How would you know if it sees you?
I don't know. Is it looking at me?
I don't know.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
No.
Okay, it sees you.
Okay.
It can hear you running up towards it.
Alright. Okay, so I'm going to extend my psychic blades and I'm going to wave to it.
Okay,
Oh, that's a good idea.
is that all you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. It's its turn, and it is going to...
Wait, did it react to him seeing his blades?
Well, yes, it's reacting now.
Oh.
I'm just waving to it.
It's to a stop and then vanishes.
I'm just gonna throw a bomb at it.
At this point, I want to see if there.
It's called a blast. It's his problem, right?
I want to see if there are any patterns in the way that it's pooping. Go investigation.
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
Good roll.
So anytime that people seem to be getting really close to it, it's popping out of existence.
Okay, so I can throw a bomb.
But when is there any place where it like poofs back into that's like specific?
No.
Okay. Tito is gonna try to guess where it might pop up next, and he's gonna try to be stealthy this time.
Okay. We can put you in stealth mode for your next round. You're going.
I'm just saying, yeah, in advance. That's what I'm gonna.
Okay. Okay. So it's Eric's turn.
Yeah. Do I see it?
Not from where you are. You would have to.
Okay, so I'm going to move myself towards where I would think it is.
You want to move back towards the center, or you want to move further out?
Let me try to turn in a little bit.
Okay.
I want to keep a distance. I don't want to get,
Okay.
I don't want to get too far from where I think it is either.
Okay. So basically, you're almost kind of circling the outside.
There you go. Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Perimeter.
Yes.
Seamus, what do you want to do?
Can I sneak up on it? Stealthy, sneaky, sneak?
Do a perception to see if you know where it is.
I'm going to say no because I rolled 7.
Okay. Then, yeah, you don't see anything, unfortunately.
That sucks.
Alistair, from the left side.
Do I see it?
You have to roll a perception.
Oh, God. Perception, where's my, 13.
Yes, you do see it.
I'm going to throw a bomb at it.
Okay, what do you have to do for that?
I roll attack.
Okay.
Oh,
How far away is it from me?
20?
Okay, I can do that. I'm going to yell out to, as I throw a bomb into this potentially crowded space.
It's not super crowded.
Okay, good. But I'm still gonna yell out, Padre, get the healing spells ready. And I'm gonna throw a bomb. So.
Are you fucking kidding me? You called Eric a Padre?
Padre, why not? Oh God, come on, have a low AC. 13.
Oh.
That's a hit.
Hey, all right. So I'm gonna do damage. You take 7 points of fire damage, and if anybody else is within 5 feet of it, they take 4 points of slash damage. But,
Wait, am I?
huh?
A slashing?
Splash.
Okay.
So it's also fire damage, but it's residual damage from the bomb.
Okay.
Is anybody within 5 feet of it?
No.
Okay, good. Nobody.
But there's plants there that are now going to be on fire.
Yeah, love bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, does the dog react to being hit? Is it?
Yeah, you hear that really sad, like, sound.
Okay. Sit, boy. Stop with the pooping.
That's just animal abuse.
Pooping.
That's just straight up animal abuse. I hate to break it to you.
Well, it's pissing me off. It's, prancing around like it owns the place.
I mean, it might. You don't know that.
It's causing a disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get it out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is that your whole turn?
I'm gonna try to approach it now that I've kind of knocked it. I've hit it a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe it's stunned. I want to try to grapple it. If it's 20 feet, I still have movement. So.
I'm gonna watch this happen.
Okay.
I don't have an attack, but I just want to get close to it.
Okay. So you're just going to be close to it. Okay. Tito, it is 10 feet behind where you are. is there anything that you want to try to do now that you've seen fire and you've seen where the dog is?
I'm going to, so stealthily would be half movement, so 10 feet up, 20 in my movement. And approach it very slowly, and then I'm going to try
to grapple it, basically? Okay, roll at an advantage because it's preoccupied with being almost on fire.
18.
Okay, he is grappled.
Hey, we got him.
Ooh, got him.
Alright, let's get it out of here. Does anybody have any rope or anything to tie this thing up?
I think I might.
Okay.
$5 it poops out though.
Shit. I'm sure we could just steal something from a nearby market. Like a scarf or something.
Yeah, steal something useful.
Yeah.
Nobody has.
Rope.
I'm pretty sure I have rope. I have a thieves kit.
Again, I didn't go here for adventure. I just went for a nice day out, so I got none of my stuff on me.
Also, what does he
So
smell
you
like?
don't bring bombs to your
It smells a little sulfury, like dog and sulfur. All right, you guys have it. I'll assume that there's rope in somebody's kit or something, so you guys can try to tie it up, I guess, and then you're just gonna walk out with it. Like what?
I'm gonna...
As they're tying it, I'm just animal control. Not to worry, people.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you, what's the meaning of this?
In English?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just gonna stare at you with its small beady dog eyes.
Oh.
I say it in Spanish.
Does not help.
Okay, KSL meaningo.
Su problema.
As you're shouting about being animal control, a officer is going to step up to you and ask, "What is the meaning of this?"
I'm backing out.
I was just
immediately.
asking.
There was a dog got into the, as you can see, a dog got into the Crystal Palace. We were notified, thankfully. We got here in time, not to worry. We'll
So you can't bring a dog into the Crystal Palace.
We didn't bring it here, sir. We got the notice just like you did, and
Go ask them. They're complaining about it.
We're here to take it away.
Well, you're going to have to leave with the dog. It's caused a lot of damage, and you're just lucky that we don't charge you for it.
You know what? I'm gonna say screw it. Let the dog go. Obviously, this guy wants the dog.
No, you need to get your dog.
It's not my dog, guy.
You have it on. Oh,
You know what? It'd be nice to have a pet. Okay, we've already got a cat man. Now we've got a teleporting dog. I like it.
Fine, I'm taking my dog. I'm going home.
Tito's gonna
Let's go.
take
It's gonna be a lot of
improvised
right?
leash and just walk the dog.
Yeah.
okay.
Can I never mind. Never mind. I probably should just solve it. We're good.
Okay.
I'm trying to persuade myself out of the situation. But.
So,
Yeah, I mean, nice guard dog.
where do you want to take the dog?
Oh,
Back to
yeah.
the...
Come on.
Take it home to Minerva.
And then try and look
She'll
up.
appreciate it.
Yeah, and then I'll try and look up what it is in the library.
I'm just gonna go bring it in and show it to Minerva as soon as I see
Okay.
it.
Are
Is
you
that
trying
better?
to?
What?
Is that better?
No.
I just tilted it.
I am a light being.
I tilted it. I don't know what you want.
What do you mean? What are you trying to do?
I'm an embodiment of light. I'm watching the stream and I'm like, oh well, I'm paler than pale.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, that's just you.
Shut up.
Are you trying to lead it like a dog on a leash, or are you carrying it?
Dog on a leash.
Oh, okay.
Does he stop to pee on anything?
Since he doesn't seem to know what a leash is, or how he's supposed to walk on it, so I'm gonna say do a Constitution
Can I hold it?
Animal handling.
Oh, I guess animal handling is probably better. Yeah, animal handling. Sorry.
7.
Can I assist? Like, it's probably gonna take a couple of minutes.
Yes, I will let you assist.
Okay, I'm gonna assist with him. We're gonna try and
That'll be
try and box him in while we're maneuvering around, I guess. I got a 9.
Oh wait, we're all doing this?
Animal handling.
If you want to try to help teach them.
No, I'm not helping.
Okay.
Also, if it stops to pee on anything, I'd like to collect the sample.
I swear to God, I cannot.
Do you have a vial for
I
that?
always have vials. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say
vials.
that it's a bit of a struggle trying to get the dog to go where you want it to go. And it's a little bit freaked out, but it isn't quite blinking away. So you do get him out of the Crystal Palace and onto the street, but you are still
That'd be easy just to pick it up.
a little
Can I
distracted.
give him some more tugs here?
Okay.
I just set the poor beast on
Let's
fire.
just pick it
Let's
up.
just
all
pick it
right?
up. I agree.
Well,
I think we know- I think that we
suffer
know.
enough. I'll do it.
Okay. Strength check.
20.
Nice.
That's
Oh my God.
Natural 20.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He's just fireman carrying it.
I'm going to say, yeah, that works a lot better. That it just sort of like wraps over your shoulder and actually seems kind of content.
And now,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
with bees, I can just get off your
I'm
Well,
going
he should be wiping it off.
Yeah.
I'll allow
There's a little bit of a sitting up.
it.
Okay. So you want to try and take it back home?
Yes.
Yeah, drop this off at Minerva. See what she has got to say about this.
Yeah, I want to find her.
And then there's that library that we can find out as well if she doesn't. So yeah.
Okay. So you come back into the house.
As we're walking, I'm going to say, easy boy, we're taking you to a beautiful farm up north. Where you can run to your heart and blink to your heart's content.
I don't even know what to say to that.
That triggered me.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, so do I see Minerva?
Yes, she sees you guys with the dog and all kind of trying to help out.
I'm gonna say we found this doggy here who's trying to tear up the walls of the rich people place over there.
I gotta say, I was not impressed with the Crystal Palace.
I thought it was very nice. Thank you very much. I liked it.
Something tells me it's got a good reason for doing that.
Do you know what it is?
Dog. We got a
Please.
dog.
I'm not taking care of it.
Does Benray like dogs?
He's a cat. Of course he doesn't.
It was tearing at the walls of the Crystal Palace.
Well, it's a dog of some sort. I don't know why it would have been in the palace, but it's clearly not a normal dog.
You haven't seen one of these before?
No, I have not. There's
Insight.
okay.
I'm going to go to the library then.
20.
Yeah.
Is she lying?
No,
Okay.
she has not seen it before. You're going to go to the library to investigate.
I'm gonna help, yeah, I'll do an investigation check with him.
Yeah.
God,
14.
14 as well.
Okay. I'm going to say that's good enough to discover that looking through some of the journals of your predecessors, you're going to see a drawing that's similar, and they called it a blink dog.
Oh, it's a little blink dog.
Okay. So now we've got a name for him.
Face palm.
But he's a big dog, right? Like he's a bigger dog.
Yeah, probably about Remus size.
Okay.
That's a big dog.
I want everything compared to
It's-
Remus size. from
It's
now on.
skinnier.
Skinny.
it's not as
I
fluffy.
know. It's a little blink dog.
But,
Yeah, those
yes.
are pets. Those are just little pets.
Yeah, so we should find some food.
I'm gonna try and.
Well, yeah, that's pretty ugly, that.
I'm gonna try and.
It looks a little mangy.
Yeah.
I wanna apologize for setting it ablaze.
It's a little bit singed. How would you like to apologize to it?
I'm gonna say, you spare the rod.
Wow.
Well, the blink dog. So I
just
did what I had
copying
to do, but listen, you're out of the terrible glass prison, and you can chase Ben Roy around to your heart's content now.
Is it close to nighttime? Like,
I would say it's probably getting close to evening.
I want to see if I can find some meat or something that I can feed the dog.
Okay.
Anything that a dog might want to eat. We have in the kitchen. I want to get some.
I'd say you can probably find some
I'll find
chicken or
I'll
something.
find the crappiest bowl.
Okay.
Put it in and gently give it to the dog.
Okay. So when you're trying to monotonely explain your actions from earlier, it just stares at you. And it just blinks and disappears and reappears on the other side of the room, far away from you.
Good old Blinky.
He's not causing any trouble. Blinky, you do you.
I want to ask Minerva, any more excitement tonight?
Well, we're not scheduled for any, but it's always a possibility.
Can I try to see what she means by schedule?
Yeah, that's a weird choice of words.
Before she told you that you had about 14 days between cycles of this particular thing happening. So that would be your scheduled thing. You didn't fix before, you just kind of managed it for the night. So you're not scheduled to go back the next day. But that doesn't mean that things aren't going to happen. I am a little concerned because I thought Benroy would be home to cook dinner by now. But have you seen him? Did he?
He wasn't at the palace from what I saw, but we were too busy doing his job.
Well,
That's some serious fucking shade, man.
That was actually.
That was some serious fucking shade.
And
What is wrong with you?
perhaps you don't remember, but now it's your job too.
Well, the job implies compensation. We've had this discussion. Hobby, sure. Job, not so much.
Maybe not so much a job as an oath.
I'm just going to roll my eyes with that one. Oath? I am not swearing to oath.
While he's doing that, I'm going to be trying to feed the dog, and I want to pour a cure light wounds on him.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay.
He's probably resistant to fire.
If he looks hurt, if he doesn't look hurt, I'm not going to waste my time.
I mean,
right?
there were little singe marks on him.
Alright, do it. 8.
Yeah, he's full health. I think you only did like 7.
Yeah.
That's
Plus 2.
why is it plus 2? It should be plus 4. You have 19 wisdom.
2 plus.
That's 2 in addition
Yeah.
to what you get. So that's actually 12.
Yeah. Because you had your wisdom modifier to...
12 healing.
Okay. He is fully healed up. All those little scorch marks are gone.
I'm going to try and get him to move.
I'm just going to toss another bomb in his stare.
He's
Can I punch
started.
Alistair?
If you want to roll for an attack,
What are you trying to do?
punch you.
Natural 20! Oh my god!
I
This is the second natural 20 you've taken on me.
Yeah, sure.
Where were you aiming?
His face!
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh shit, I'm not sorry for this at all.
I'm going marrow the second I get up.
8. But aren't you out? Because it's a natural.
No.
Why?
So how much damage?
8.
Is
That's your total? That's your doubled?
No, that's 16 double, sorry.
That's a nasty hit, that one.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Alright. I'm drinking my marrow potion.
Yeah, I'm stepping back and trying to bring Blinky back with me as well. Keep out of the way.
I'm gonna equip my breast knuckles.
Are you guys going at each other?
Well,
Yep.
I'm just drinking my potion. This is only the second time I've done it, so I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. But I drink my potion and there's like, take on my bone-like form and my elongated limbs. I'm gonna be breathing down Seamus's face, and then I'm gonna quickly look, and I'm gonna go, puppy. I'm gonna chase after the dog.
Oh, okay.
As Mero.
Yeah. The dog definitely freaks out, and he's about to start eating, and now he's like blinking all over the place.
I'm chasing the puppy. I want to pet it. I want to pet the puppy.
And you're like this for an hour?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Is anybody going to do anything?
Meditate.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna watch this happen. This is great. Mero, get it. Go get it.
Okay. So you're meditating in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Seamus is cheering on Mero,
I'm chasing the
who
dog.
is clumsily attempting to chase the dog, knocking over furniture, stacks of books, all kinds of fun things in the room. Eric is...
I'm going to be trying... Yeah, see, I don't trust your state of mind when you're in this thing. That's why I don't want to get too close, but I want to help Blinky.
Mero is such a bro, man. Just give Mero a chance.
If
You don't understand.
if the door's closed, I'll open the door to the room.
Okay.
You know, just help.
Eventually, probably after like 10 minutes or so, I'll stop, and I'm just gonna go, where's the cat, man?
You want to pet the cat?
Pet Kiki. Where's the cat, man?
Pet kitty? You want to pet kitty?
I want to know where Benroy is, because he's obviously missing.
So I'll actually say that he comes back.
Okay. I'm going to try to pet him, too.
Yeah, he's going to punch you in the face.
Wait, can Benroy smack him and beat the shit out of him, please? I will just die.
That might happen.
Oh my god, please.
Hold on, let me make sure how much HP I have.
It's your fault for making Alistair squishy as fuck.
Apparently I'm getting attacks from Benroy.
He's trying to pet the cat.
Benroy
Pet the
is
kitty.
attacking you.
Yeah.
He's trying
Pet the kid.
Mostly just trying to keep him off of himself.
Pet the kitty.
Meow. Okay, so he swipes with the claws, but you back away, so you're not going to take any damage.
Okay.
Luckily. That was very, very bad.
Mero, you still want to pet the kitty?
Pointy kitty.
Okay. So it seems like he's calmed down a little bit.
I'll just go like bang my head against the wall for a little while. I'm
Okay.
still figuring out this form. Mero's still pretty much an infant at this stage.
Okay.
You want to take one bludgeoning damage?
yeah. I might just knock myself unconscious.
All right, that works too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna bang my head against the wall until Mero knocks. Because I only had like 5 HP liquids anyway. So then I'm gonna revert form to Alistair when I'm unconscious.
Oh, I fucked you up that bad, man.
I have 21 health points. And you
Man!
Okay. So we're gonna do all of that, and Benroy's just gonna make you guys dinner. Not super exciting, but
Am
I think
still unconscious for
Yeah.
dinner?
What poor Blinky?
Blinky probably ran maybe upstairs. It's gonna be a little harder to find him.
Alright, I'm going to
than
have
your
the bowl,
average dog.
alright? And then
Yes.
I'm going to be, just
Okay.
trying,
I guess it's. I don't know how long it takes you to
Can I
recover
carry
enough to
Alistair
wake
to
up.
his sad chair and just like throw him
Whenever I wake up,
Yeah.
whenever I come
Cool.
to, I'm going to turn to Seamus and be like, yeah, that's what you get.
I feel like sit
not
like
having
and be like, oh
perfect
yeah,
memory of
sure,
what just happened.
pet the kitty.
Okay. Okay, I know not a lot has happened, but I just need a minute to go through some of my stuff. So if you guys want to help yourself to food or refresh your drink, we're just going to take like a 5.
Okay.
I think I need to get some less conspicuous equipment. Okay, next opportunity, I'd like to buy a chain shirt.
Don't be mean, Shelley.
Why?
Do what?
The next opportunity I can get, I want to buy a chain shirt.
Okay.
Because I need something that blends in a little bit easier than the scale mail.
You should just roll in leather like me because Seamus is secretly a leather daddy. Not really.
Oh, there's a cat.
It's Charlie?
Yeah. Oh,
Venus! I see Venus too. Oh.
What are these over here? They garlic knots?
They are buffalo garlic knots.
What?
So they're going to be a little
Where
spicy.
did you order from?
Alfredo's.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, I'm eternally jealous. The pizza here sucks so much ass. It's not even funny.
Well, you moved out of New York. This is.
I know, but like, ugh.
I'm sorry.
The hot dogs are supposed to be good.
What the? That can go so many different ways of perversion.
You can take whatever way you want, alright?
Take a hot dog however way you want. Alright.
Yeah, I know, it's none of my business, okay?
To each his own.
Oh my god, I can't. Oh, I miss Remus. Oh.
He misses you too.
Oh, I know. Pupper. What can you smell? Not a chainmail shirt? That's what I can smell.
You're jealous.
Of what?
On my chain, well, my students
really.
have chainmail.
Excuse me, I already have chainmail on Fiona. I don't need to be jealous of your chainmail.
Can you scale mail?
No, I want to get some. The next time we can, I want to get some chain, so I can not be completely naked.
Oh, I have hiccups.
So I'm gonna count. Do I count that as a short rest? Am I being unconscious?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes no sense. You literally just beat your head against the wall.
I don't really make a lot of sense as Marrow yet because he's got to mature on his own. Okay, good.
All right.
Hey, Boo, what you doing?
Oh, boof.
All right. So I'm gonna have you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm going to have you guys jump ahead a little bit.
Like how long?
Yeah.
2 days?
To the morning.
Oh.
Not that far. Little bit.
Snitch.
And Seamus, is he going to do the paper route again?
Well, did I get paid for the paper route? Like, how does this work?
Yes.
How many dollars am I making, and how proud do I make my mother?
You made a shiny copper piece.
Fuck you.
Well, it's really not that much.
Are you degrading the paper in today's world?
You can't read
In
it
Victorian era, I'm going to say you get 5 copper.
Alright, so I got 5 copper from the other day. No, because I stole 3 silver off that other guy. It's fine.
Okay.
So I will leave my really shoddily, shitty handwritten note of my name and the X on the door by the papers that are mine.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go long rest.
Okay.
Aw, they boop.
Boof, boof, boof. Oh, someone pet the boof. Matt, pet the boof.
Charlie booped Venus.
No, pet the boof.
Petting him.
Oh, he's...
Okay. So you're going to come downstairs for breakfast, and the newspaper is going to be spread out on the
Delivered by
table.
you, right?
Not this time.
Wow.
The one time Seamus doesn't deliver the papers. This isn't your neighborhood, so it's still came.
No, it's not. It's too fucking bougie for me. I
Hold
just
up the paper
dregs.
and says, I'm going to say, wow, there's a whole article here about how you hit like a girl.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure your face didn't say that yesterday, you Ponzi stuck-up bastard.
Not how I remember it.
I'm pretty sure I remembered you drinking your bitch potion and bringing my boy back.
Well, about that, if you're interested, you seem to be adequate with deliveries. If you want to pop by my shop every once in a while, maybe I'll have something for you.
Is that a sexual offer?
No, I'm offering you work.
Oh. No, man. I'll talk it over with Marrow. We'll see what he says.
Morning. So, paper.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When you look down on the front page, really big, headline says, "Is Jack back?"
Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper.
So, point of history for you guys. You would have lived through the whole Jack the Ripper incident, scare, whatever you want to call it.
It's kind of a
Maybe
lady
Seamus?
isn't it?
It's not exactly.
Yeah, I'm
But
folding
not
things
license.
in
Right.
a little bit. It's a slightly later part of the history. So you'd be very familiar with the Jack the Ripper murders. Everybody, even if you can't read, you'd still know. And the idea of him coming back would be pretty freaky. Does anybody want to read the article?
Yeah, I will.
Is that a real fucking question?
Yeah.
Not to
Oh,
you.
we'll read it out loud, okay?
Fuck all of you. I swear to God, I hate you all so much. Can somebody just teach me how to fucking read?
So going through the article, and I really wanted to have it written so somebody could just read it for me, but it's going to discuss accounts of people seeing a mysterious figure jumping on the roof, from rooftop to rooftop through the city. And it mentions a man named Henry Kane, who saw a figure in a cemetery, which jumped in front of him and was very menacing. He describes it as almost demonic.
When did it happen? When did they say this happened? Because I think it's him. Potion.
A few days ago, so
So it could be, alright? Okay, I've got an eye on him.
Yeah. He describes it as a man with large dark eyes and pallid skin. His hair was dark and stringy and stuck to his skin and clung to his face.
Does your hair, does that look a bit like you or Mero?
Not really. I mean, but if other people saw Mero, they wouldn't see him as he actually is. They would see the non.
They would see a distorted version, yeah.
So maybe that's what they see when they look at Mero. I don't know. I can't say.
Okay.
Mero's my boy, man.
Mr. King described him wearing a black cloak that fluttered like the wings of a bat, and red leather boots that barely made a sound as they touched.
You don't have red leather boots, do you?
Definitely, I would know that.
That is some kinky shit, man.
I'm so glad to hear that, but still.
Some kinky fucking shit.
By the cemetery, it means the one that we were at previously, right?
Possibly, it doesn't specify.
Can I make an intimidation check while reading and just be like, wow, it says here that he's no longer targeting young women, but loudmouthed young street urchins.
Yes, you can do that.
Are you trying to manifest your insecurities about
I'm trying to intimidate you. Oh my god! I'm something rolling today.
Roll
Oh, 1, not natural 1.
You're not using the tray.
Yeah, that must be it.
I can't stop smiling.
I'm going to say you see through my intimidation because I rolled a non-natural.
So you hear it, but you're not spooked by it.
Me? Oh, I could give a flying fuck because I know this bastard's lying.
So while Mr. King was really freaked out by the incident, he was not harmed. Later that same night, they have another account from Mary Stevens, who was walking at Lavender Hill. Ow. Sorry, my cat just bit me.
Honey.
She was walking home after visiting her parents when a stranger jumped out from an alley and grabbed her. His grasp was tight and cold and clammy as those of a corpse. Her exact words.
Yeah, it might be.
That doesn't sound like Jack.
He's usually so warm.
Yeah. You want to get to know him.
Tino looks up and says, "You don't know Jack."
Do you know Jack?
You can roll insight against him.
Oh, let's do it. I got an 11.
I might have heard of him.
You don't know Jack.
I fucking hate you so
I know
much.
you,
I'm
Jack.
sorry.
I hate you.
I hate you so much. Oh, God.
She was rescued from his attack as he, ripped at her clothes and was being very forceful. She screamed, and some of the citizens in the area came running, and he took off.
That doesn't really sound like his MO, does it?
No.
He sounds like a nasty piece of work, this guy. No, don't get me wrong.
He's usually so calculating.
Yeah, with surgical and Masonic. Yeah.
So the article ends talking about how he took off, jumping from the ground and landing on the rooftops.
I'm sorry, what?
He jumped from the ground.
Acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, that's like an acrobatic surcharge. Oh my god.
And
Somebody take one.
I'm gonna go up to Minerva and say, "Hey, what do you make of all this?"
well, it's hard to say. I have it on good authority that Jack is not about to return.
Glad to hear that.
Good authority.
Good authority.
Yes,
You seem like you know him personally.
Who was it?
not
Stop
personally.
questioning her. Leave her alone.
No, actually. We did investigate. We were concerned. but we found no evidence that he was not human. We actually believe that the officers from Scotland Yard have discovered the individual.
Scotland Yard, because we're not friends.
Well, we, not you, the organization and Scotland Yard have collaborated many times, and they did ask for our 2 cents, and it looks like it was a very sick man, and he was put away, far away, and actually passed away not long after. So there's no reason that it should be the river. But this one sounds a little bit more like something we might want to look into. It looks like there's going to be I don't know what to call it, like an open house to discuss the issue, and perhaps you should all attend.
When is that?
Later on today.
Evening?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go attend to the show.
How often you have these open houses?
Well, it's not my open house, but when the citizens are afraid of, something new, it gives the police an opportunity to explain what's going on to the public.
So you're saying I could become not bad terms with the Scotland Yard police people
Well, I
by
suppose
being here?
that's up to you.
Oh no, I don't have a problem with them. They have a problem with me.
That's what everyone says.
And don't forget, forensics is a very new science.
Almost non-existent. You said you wanted to go attend your shop before this?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my tea and I'm gonna head over to my shop and I'm gonna yell over to Seamus. If you're looking for some work, stop by.
I want to buy my chainmail.
How the fuck am I gonna work for you?
I would say you probably have to go find a fairly specialized
I'm gonna go to the same place I got my stale mail from.
Okay. We'll say that you have a guy for that.
Alright. How long is it going to take him to
Does
to
it
make
say in there what the cost is for it?
The cost, yeah, it's in the usual stuff.
It should be right next to it.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
Pages before. Right
Yeah.
there.
Chain shirt. In fact, that's what I want, a chain shirt, not a chain mail.
Okay.
So 50 gold pieces.
How much is studded leather wearing?
Whatever, there's one AC, but
Yeah, I know, but it's going to be easier to walk around without. Studded leather is 45. Expensive, huh?
Yeah, I can't afford that, yeah.
I'm going to say 5 days.
Fine. Okay. So you measure me up.
Do I get any money for working in my shop?
Yeah, how many hours do you want to spend there?
Just until the open house, so whenever that is. If that's evening, then I'll work until 4 or 5.
just gonna go to the open house thing.
Okay.
And then I'll go, right? Once I've done that. Well, maybe give myself. I've really used up all the money. I want to get myself a chain, but a strong one, with a metal thingy on the top.
Okay.
I could use to bash people on the head with.
Nice.
Basically. Again, something that I can walk around with without looking like I come from a medieval show.
Or you could just, be like me and bring your fists.
Brace it.
My face was made for healing.
My fists were made for knocking unaware alchemists unconscious.
I'm gonna say 1.5 crowns. So that's a gold piece and electrum piece.
Okay.
Gold in 1 electrum?
And how? And can I get that now, or will I have to wait for that to be made?
Well, that was the staff.
It's gonna be more like a mace, but just like a short cane. Okay, so I'm also gonna be able to pick it up and then whack people with it.
We can say that one is probably an impulse buy. It kind of sounds like I know you were going there for one thing.
You're right, actually.
Yeah. So I'll say that it was in the shop, so you can.
Excellent.
Have it
All right.
there.
So at least I have a mace.
Can I also
on me
use
then.
Swift Alchemy to create a potion while I'm at work? Since I'm in my work.
Okay.
If you want to
So he's
abdicate
now,
that half crown. If you want to, if you want to just do 1 crown instead of 1.5 crowns.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it.
Okay.
Well, hopefully it works. 13. I want to do just a regular old potion of healing.
It works.
Cool. So I'll take it with my electrum. I thought we weren't using electrum.
It works for the English coin better than it works for D&D coin. You can break it down to shillings if you wanted to.
No.
Okay. So you guys checked out the article that told you to go to the Mason House for the public session, the open house. And I took too many notes. Okay. They call the meeting to order, and they let you know that what's his name? The gentleman who came to town from Scotland Yard to investigate the Ripper murders has returned just to calm everyone's fears and look over the evidence and make sure that it's in fact not Jack the Ripper. His name is Frederick George Aberline, which Seamus would actually recognize the last name.
Fuck my life.
Keep your head down.
I'm like pulling my cap down and just
So
kind
we're
of sitting there
open house.
with my arms
Yes,
crossed.
sorry.
Like, nope, not here.
So the Lord Mayor, who's running the session, reads a complaint that he had received that afternoon after everything has come out. And I will actually... Does somebody else want to read it?
Sure.
I can't.
The last paragraph down there.
It appears that some individuals of, as the writer believes, the highest ranks of life, have laid a wager with a mischievous and foolhardy companion, that he durst not take upon himself the task of visiting many of the villages near London in 3 different disguises, a ghost, a bear, and a devil, and moreover that he will not enter a gentleman's garden for the purpose of alarming the inmates of the house. The wager has, however, been accepted, and the unmanly villain has succeeded in depriving 7 ladies of their senses, 2 of whom who are not likely to recover, but to become burdens to their families. At one house the man rang the bell, and on the servant coming to open the door, this worse than brute stood in no less dreadful figure than a spectre clad most perfectly. The consequence has that the poor girl immediately swooned, and has never from the moment been in her senses. The affair has now been going on for some time, and, strange to say, the papers are still silent on the subject. The writer has reason to believe that they have the whole history at their finger ends, but through interested motives are induced to remain silent.
So the mayor continues to say that he had heard about the sightings some time ago and could only assume they were the greatest of exaggerations, or it would be quite impossible for anyone to be able to perform the feats that the devil has seemed to in the night. And he has had first-hand accounts from some of the victims that have been viciously attacked by this monster. And we all must come together and be more aware of what's going on and address this situation as a community. He encourages anyone with any knowledge of the situation to talk to Detective Everline. And
I'm going to pass on that.
to reassure everyone that they are doing everything they can to bring this criminal to justice. The crowd is definitely murmuring that they're not entirely satisfied with this explanation. It doesn't really shed a ton of light on what the situation is. But knowing that they're doing something is better than nothing. Is there anything that you guys want to do with the information you have, or was any of that need to be restated?
It doesn't look like we can anticipate any targets from that.
No.
But if Seamus recognizes the name, maybe he has some information that we don't.
The detective? Did you want to try and talk to him?
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Okay. Did you have any information that you wanted to contribute to the investigation?
I don't have anything that they don't have.
I don't think so. I don't think I have anything. Do I have anything? Okay, then no.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to say to the detective?
I'll just say, good sir. Curious how you believe that this specter or demon has the means of charming these young victims.
Well, I don't believe that it's a specter at all.
Well, naturally that'd be daft, but if he did have some metaphysical means of seducing these women and making them ill, do you have any leads on that?
Well, I'm certain it's just nerves and fear and someone preying off of the idea of Jack being back to...
Is there a chance that we can meet with one of the victims that seem to be perturbed by the presence? I'm a man of science and I dabble in potions of healing and perhaps some tonics, and perhaps I can aid in their recovery. I'd like to contribute.
Well, I wouldn't want you to make the situation any worse than it already is for these people. It's pretty much all women that have been affected by it.
And I'm a doctor.
I'm a motherfucking doctor.
Yeah.
Well, it is not for me to say what's best for them. So if you wanted to go and speak to someone, Lucy Scale would be the most recent person
Lucy
to come.
Scale?
Mm-hmm.
Lucy Scale. Okay.
Leave her name's alone, sir.
Yeah, let's go. Really give us her address.
She lives in Limehouse.
I know where that is.
I believe she's staying with her brother there. That's really all I can tell you.
Limehouse. Okay.
James probably would have a pretty good idea of where that is.
The skill I have, literally, it's from the urchin background. It's just I know everything about everywhere and all the secrets of like locations in the city. So yeah, I'll know where that is.
Okay.
Can you take us there in an efficient manner, please?
Yeah, because it's a skill set that applies to parties, so we can travel between 2 locations twice as fast as normal, as long as we're not in combat.
Okay.
I'm game if you are. Yep.
I will say that it's not difficult to get to that area of town. And if you wanted to ask around, you could probably find the Scales residence pretty easily. If you want to go and knock on the door?
Might as well.
Okay. You knock on the door and you hear a young man's voice call it. Who is it?
My name's Dr. Montgomery. I've come here on behalf of Scotland Yard.
And associates.
That's fair, actually, yeah.
The door cracks open and you can see half of the young man's face. More people from Scotland Yard. What else do you need to know?
Well, I'm a doctor, and my concern is more on the poor victim. I would just like to come inside and make sure everything is fine. Don't worry, the charges will be fully met, and this will not cost you a penny, sir.
He reluctantly opens the door the rest of the way and asks you to come inside.
These are my associates. They are here to lessen my burden. Except for that one.
I'm sorry.
I brought Blinky with us. I'm just joking.
This poor dog.
Yeah.
Well, both of my sisters were caught up in this incident, but Lucy definitely got the worst of it. I'm afraid that her mind might not be quite right from the shock of everything that happened to her.
And what is your other sister's name?
That would be Laurie.
Well, I would be happy to attend to both of them.
Yes, Dr. Montgomery, if you would attend to Lucy, I'd very much like a word with Laurie.
Okay. The brother shows the doctor over to his sister Lucy, who's in bed. She's got a little bit of sweat on her brow, and you can see a little bit of a burn mark on her, the side of her neck. She looks strained, like she maybe hasn't slept in a few days. Did you want to ask her anything, or?
Well, so is she conscious?
Yes.
So, good evening. How are you feeling?
I've been better.
Would you be able to help me with my administrations? Would you be able to tell me how you came upon these injuries that you have?
My sister and I were walking home after work. He just came out of nowhere.
Did you get a good look at this stranger?
No, it all happened so quickly. He looked like a man, but also like a bat.
It's the man bat.
Really, all I can remember is the dark cloak and blue flame.
Blue flame.
It was just
Where-
searing pain.
Where did you see where the blue flame emanated from? Did you have a torch?
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I've seen many things.
Don't say his dick.
Yeah.
Am I in the room?
You'd probably be in the other room.
I've seen many things, my dear. You can tell me anything at all, as long as it is the truth, your truth.
I swear that the flame it shot out of his mouth like a scream.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
Was he trying to bite you?
I'm not sure. He ripped my clothes, and I don't know.
And what happened to your sister?
She was with me, but she was farther back. It happened so fast, and it was so bright.
The flame. What was bright?
It was just the flame just shooting out at me.
And did it hit your sister?
No, she said she was fine.
How injured is she physically?
I think she's okay.
That's no, I'm asking you.
Oh, okay.
The girl I'm talking about. How injured is she? Physically.
When you look at her, you can definitely see the strain and the fear.
She's a weird bad.
Like I said, she's definitely probably hasn't slept for 2 days. And you do see a little bit of the scorching on her neck.
But it doesn't look particularly bad.
She's not on death's door or anything like that. She's mostly freaked out.
Okay.
It seems to affect almost her mind more than her body.
You're in the same room as me. I'll ask her, do you have any calmatives that you might be able to give her to help the poor soul sleep?
I'll give her that potion of healing that I just made. See if it has any effect.
She takes it a little bit more reluctantly from you than the advice from the person that she's told is doctor. But she does drink it, and you can see a bit of calm take over. And the marks on her neck look a little less damaging, like she might not have a nasty scar when it's over.
Can I, Dr. Montgomery, could I have a word in private?
Sure.
I'm going to pull him aside so that she can't hear. And I'm just going to say, spent some time in the Far East, and they have lore and legends like any civilization, but recent events maybe bring those back into light. Maybe they're not legends at all. And we've got tales of vampirism, lycanthropy. Funny thing about lycanthropy is that it takes more forms than just wolves, and I've heard things that even were-bats. If this is indeed a curse, it's something to monitor. We may have to watch her in coming cycles.
Okay. I mean, for what's happened the last couple of days, would give me pause in my
Normally, I would be just as skeptical.
Okay. So, all right. Then we must concoct a plan.
Do you have any names of
funky around this
detecting
house?
magic or arcane?
Roll a perception check.
Shelly, don't clerics have like some kind of like detect malice or something?
Not at this level.
That's not.
Not at this level at all.
No, that's higher. That's a higher level than I can do.
It's let me detect magic. You're talking about?
Well, no, actually, no, I can. I can do it.
Oh, you can. Yeah, it's a level 1. Yeah, you're
I
fine.
can. I'll have to prepare that though. But that is something I can do.
It is. You could detect magic or detect evil and good. Detect magic you can run as a ritual. Evil and good you can't. So.
You can run it as a ritual. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. You can sense magic, or what school it is, where it's coming from, all that good shit. I'm not rewriting my spell book for the 15th time or anything.
You were looking to see if anything was unusual, or?
Yeah, just anything about the house.
It's very simple, very plain. You can definitely tell there's no decadence to the environment. Just the fact that they have more than one room is pretty good. But the only thing that seems out of place is how edgy the siblings are.
What can I investigate for points of entry?
Yes.
19.
Okay. There's a front door, and that's it for doors. It's like an apartment setting. There are several windows, at least one in each room. And they do have a indoor bathroom, which or most basic version of one. That does not have a window.
Okay, well, actually, what I can do, protect from evil on her and see if that has an effect.
That's good. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. What does the spell?
It's like the vampire would have disadvantage on attack rolls against her.
Okay.
The target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has an advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
That's pretty good.
So I'm going to try this. Yeah. See if it has an effect. If not, okay.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, she'll maybe get some rest. Not of it.
Worst case, I'll see what the hell are you doing, and then and I'll do a bit like a religious rite, which actually is how I would do it anyway, really.
And I do want to go talk to Lori.
We do, yeah.
Okay.
I want to do that as well. But, so let me do that.
Okay. I'd say she's too tired to find it strange for behavior for a doctor. But she does seem a little bit more peaceful, and like she might be able to get some rest if left alone in the quiet for a while.
Alright, fair enough. I think we've done what we can here.
Yeah, I guess we can see what happens.
Okay, so then let's...
You want to talk to Lori?
I think so.
Okay, what would you like to...
I want to walk in and lock the door. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just go up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same room.
So we meet again.
Okay, what do you want to ask her?
Pardon me, miss. I'm sorry to bother you in this trying time. My name is Dr. Grimm, PhD. This is my associate, Dr. Montgomery, MD. And this is Master Tito here, and the young boy with the face like a slapped ass. Don't mind him. He means well.
I'm sorry, what?
A little bit wider in the language.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said he has his face like a slapped ass.
I'm going to punch you again.
I'm just trying to get any details that perhaps your sister may have missed, or perhaps that Scotland Yard dismissed.
22 to hit on Alistair.
You can't attack me in somebody else's home.
22 to hit.
Does it?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so roll for damage.
Oh shit, hang on. That would be 3, 7, 8, 11.
I'm getting really good at taking pictures.
Will you stop it?
He was rude, I'm sorry.
Okay.
More specifically, I'm looking for any details that Scott and Yard may have dismissed.
Tito's going to say, don't do that again. We don't have time for this.
Well said.
He's still standing, it's fine.
Well, I'm not sure what my sister told you. She was ahead of me, so she saw obviously more than I did. And we were walking home and everything was normal, and we do this all the time. We weren't even that far from here.
You weren't that far from here? Where exactly did this happen?
Yeah. Would you be able to show us where this took place?
Yeah, it's really only a block or so from here. Which
Probably refill water.
just push.
Click it in there. There you go.
We were right outside Green Dragon Alley, and like I said, everything was normal and quiet, and then she was screaming, and then there was a man, and I had fallen a few steps behind. I wasn't really in a hurry to get home, and maybe it was my fault, but it was just so strange. And there was fire, but it was blue, and I don't know where it came from. But the next thing I knew, my sister was on the ground, and she was convulsing, or she was shaking. I just ran up to her, and I held her, and I just waited for it to all stop, and I screamed, and my brother heard me, and that's why we were lucky we were so close, is someone could come and help. But she keeps having these fits, and we don't really know what to do.
How have you been feeling since the attack?
I'm scared. I don't want to go outside, but I'm fine. He didn't touch me. As soon as I saw him attacking her, I guess I screamed. I don't really remember, and he just took off. He just jumped, but he jumped to the roof of the building.
Does she seem physically all right? I mean, I'm obviously not going to give her but from what I can see, does she seem fine?
Yes,
Any conclusion
you
that maybe hidden or something that I might be able to see? Or...
no marks
Okay.
from what you can see. She doesn't have any of the burns or anything that her sister had. She's definitely freaked out, but she's not as strained.
Do we? So we know. So that the area she told us, we could get there, right? We basically we could go there pretty easily.
Yes.
Quick sidebar. Do we know enough about how this third eye thing works that once you're exposed to this type of thing, do you start seeing it on the regular, or is it just kind of a one-off?
It was kind of explained that it was giving you the opportunity to see things how they are now that you know that there's more
Right. But it's like somebody off the street came into contact with something magical or otherworldly. Would their third eye have been open to such things, or?
Possibly, depends on the individual.
I'm going to have a quick sidebar with Tito then.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him if he would want to check in on Lucy and see if she can see what you can see.
All right.
Just
And
a test.
I'm going to ask Seamus,
Try not to startle her.
whatever your name is, I've forgotten already.
Wow!
Seamus.
Wow!
Alright, so I walk into
Yeah, I want to chat with you about the location where it happened.
what's it?
Oh yeah, I know where that is.
I walk into Lucy's room. I'm gonna say, this is a very cutting edge eye examination that some doctors do nowadays. May startle you a little. And I'm gonna extend my psychic blades and wave them like this.
She sits up so that she's paying good attention, and she's staring at you, and she's not really reacting, not really sure what you want her to do. She kind of follows your hand with her eyes, and she's just kind of confused.
I'm going to ask her, what do you say?
I don't think you're holding up any fingers.
What am I doing? I'm going to keep doing this.
I'm not. Are you trying to wave?
So you see motion.
Yeah.
Where do you see motion?
Your hand.
Okay.
Very good. You pass.
That's good.
I think we're going to need to go to that location then,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
we need
I'm going to just
our gutter snipe to help us.
Good. All right. Yeah, I want to see this location again.
Yeah.
Do I know this area?
Yeah, I think you would know this area because this is, pretty average for people who are servants or mill workers, and yeah.
Thanks. So do I know the safety and all that good junk and malarkey about this area and where people would be going, or could I ascertain that upon arrival?
You would know what the Green Dragon Alley is that she was referring to. It's close to the.
Alright, cool. Let's go, folks. Going on a journey.
You would know the kinds of people and when it's busy in this area, but that's probably all you really know about it.
Cool. We're still going to go on a journey.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yep.
So you guys leave the Scales home and head down the few blocks to where she told you that they had run into this being. And what would you like to do there?
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception and investigation.
16. I know what I'm looking for. 17.
24.
Are we doing investigation or
16.
perception?
16.
What are we rolling?
Investigation.
24.
I rolled a 12 because that requires smarts.
Okay. You're all looking
Seamus
together,
doesn't have smarts.
and Tina's the first to see a bit of a scorch mark on the wall. There's a little soot there, and soot and ash actually embedded into some of the brickwork. Is there anything specific you guys are looking for?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I guess.
Any,
how tall is the roof?
Yeah, that's
It's a 2-story building.
footprints?
I mean, they're not
So roughly 10
high stories, but yeah.
Any footprints that indicate a lot of pressure on the ground before jumping?
Nothing exceptionally deep. It didn't just happen. So there is a lot of dirt paths and everything in this area. It's not paved. It's not cobblestone. But people have been walking through it, so you're not going to see the light footprints that would have been there.
Are any of us acrobatic enough to be able to go onto the roof?
Yep.
Oh,
I got it.
is there a way to go up
Go
to the
for it.
roof?
Is there a ladder or a
Well,
fire escape?
I can
You
parkour.
Probably
Parkour this shit.
find a few footholds in the brick.
19.
All right. So
That was your acrobatics? Yeah,
Tell
that would work. That'll work.
us what you see up there.
Seamus, don't fall and break your neck.
I'm fine. Perception check for seeing things, all the things.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. That would be a 23.
Okay. Um,
Mhm.
so you can see where some of the roofing had been disturbed.
Okay.
And you can definitely see scrape marks that look like they could be maybe some sort of a claw or something. There's some. There is some missing. What's shingles? There it is. Some missing shingles up there, so you can definitely see something was up there.
Got it. Can I see like where it went, direction wise, or anything like that?
It looks like it went over the building down to the other side.
Okay. Like on the ground? Yes, no?
Possibly. You can't tell from up there.
Okay. So I'm gonna shout to them, be like, hey, there was something up here, but we just, I can't see anything else because it didn't stay on the roof for long.
Okay, so let's move then to.
Can we have him guide us to?
Yeah. I'm gonna like point over to where it is, but I'm gonna stay on the roof for the moment.
Okay. So if you guys head to the other side, you want to do a perception check again?
Perception.
I see nothing.
Doing?
Yep. Do perception.
Perception is.
One. Well, nothing.
Okay.
I'm not terrible today.
Seamus, do you want to try a perception check as well?
Alright, perception check. Yeah, give me 1 second. That is a. I can't do math. 15?
Someone probably better.
Okay. So you guys are looking around on the ground and don't see much of anything. Seamus sort of skitters to that side of the roof and actually notices about 2 houses over, one of the chimneys has been half knocked down.
What the fuck?
To the Batcave.
Did something go down the chimney? Is the soot?
No, it looks like
Is
it's still
the
not
house
moving.
occupied, or is it like an abandoned?
It's not abandoned.
Is it December?
It's cool, but it's not like snowy.
So did someone go down there? Was it just knocked out, or was the chimney knocked down?
You want to do an investigation?
Well, like, I'm not on the roof, so...
I got it. I'll try to
tell him.
Yeah, so I will ask you that. Did someone go down the chimney, or was the chimney just knocked over?
Oh, look. I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking. Calm down. Oh, wow. That is 17. Wow.
Okay. Maybe you've done a little chimney sweeping on the side in your day.
I mean, any odd job will do.
You take a closer look and you can tell that the soot on the inside isn't disturbed. It's just like something destabilized it, smashed into it. A bunch of the bricks have actually slid off of the roof, so it definitely needs some work. But
So
it doesn't
nothing
look
like
like.
that. Something smashed into it.
So it's all going... Alright.
Interesting.
So that's actually a little bit further.
So it jumped.
Yeah, we're keeping up with Seamus now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking ahead, I'm just going to say that Seamus would be able to see some disruption, not on every house, but you can actually see a little bit of hints from above that roof tiles have been disturbed. Heading.
Can I decipher a general direction? Like, is it going towards anything that strikes anything like unusual?
It's heading home-ish.
Towards our place.
Yeah, like not like a direct, like beeline, like that's where we would go.
Yeah.
But it's taking you a little bit closer to home
What does he
than you were before. Did you want to try to keep looking for
But as well,
Yeah, I guess so.
because I don't like the implication if it is going to our place. I'm hoping
It's probably close to evening at this point, right?
Yes. It's starting to get kind
Well,
of
let's keep tracking.
Yeah, until we come. Yeah.
Maybe it'll find us.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I'll say that you guys were following it for a while instead of just doing endless perception checks. Finding scrapes on some of the brick and at the sides of the buildings from below and disrupted tile from above. It actually takes you back to the area where you guys split from Benroy the other day. And you're in that general area and you just can't seem to find anything else.
We split from that one.
I'm
getting very suspicious of our kitty friend.
I always was, and I'm even more now.
Bats really are not that different looking from cats.
Bats and cats? Because there's flying foxes and things like that. They look more like dogs.
I was going to say bats are just flying
a
puppers.
startled girl.
I'm actually going to say because it's after 10. I know that you said you can stay up a little bit later, but I actually do have to work in the morning. I think maybe we should spend it there.
Okay, just real quick. Is it better?
No, you don't get that answer.
Yeah, because you're going to have to punch him out. That's your job, okay?
Me? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I got this. I
Oh,
got this,
yeah.
because none of y'all can fucking do it.
You can do it.
I know I can do it. None of you can.
And you can burn his nails on you, and then we'll take over afterwards.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm decently tanky on top of it, so it's exciting.
You better be.
I am, sir.
Alright. In that case, good.
Good.
Oh,
Very good.
Got a dog.
You do have a dog. I don't know if you
Double blinking.